Good evening. This is STV News. At the press conference on the 13th, Secretary of State Katsunobu Kato announced to Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga that the former Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, would apply Article 5 of the Japan-U.S. Security Treaty to the Okinawa Prefecture and the Senkaku Islands and that the Chinese government rebuild. The statement based on the Chinese side's own position is totally unacceptable, he said. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga said on the 13th that the number of people infected with the new coronavirus per day reached a record high. The number of new positives is increasing. On top of that, regarding the possibility of reordering the state of emergency and reviewing the GOTO campaign, he said, experts have indicated that they are not in such a situation at this time. He answered the questions of the reporters at the Prime Minister's office. Kazuyoshi Akaba, Minister of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism, said at the press conference after the cabinet meeting on the 13th that the tourism support project GOTO Travel is not a situation to exclude areas where the number of new infections with the new coronavirus is increasing. I reiterated my thoughts. It was not judged by the government committee to be equivalent to stage 3, indicating surge in infected people, he explained. Palantir Technologies, a U.S. company that handles big data analysis, announced on the 12th that sales for the July to September period of 2020 increased 52% from the same period of the previous year to $289.36 million, about 30 billion yen. The net loss was $853.31 million compared to a deficit of $139.86 million in the same period of the previous year. The government started an autumn review in which experts check whether the country's business and budget execution are wasteful. On the first day, they took up the issue of child poverty and single parents and discussed the project of the Cabinet Office, Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, and Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. Mr. Taro Kono, the minister in charge of administrative reform, who attended, proposed to use big data to create a system that allows local governments to provide detailed support. The Tokyo stock market on the morning of the 13th started with a selling advantage following the fall in U.S. stocks the day before. As of 9:10 a.m., the Nikkei stock average has fallen back to 25,416.88 yen, down 104 yen from the previous day. In Japan, 1,661 cases of the new coronavirus infection were confirmed on the 12th, the highest number per day. The highest number so far was 1,605 on August 7. Hokkaido, 236 people. Kanagawa, 147 people. Hyogo, 81 people. Ibaraki, 26 people. The highest number in each prefecture. The death toll has increased by a total of 10 in Hokkaido, Miyagi, and Tokyo, bringing the total to 1,886. Kyushu Electric Power Company Incorporated announced on the 13th that the construction of anti-terrorism facilities has been delayed and that the power generation of the Sendai Nuclear Power Plant Unit 1, which has been shut down since March, will resume on the 19th. Casio Computer will release the AWM500D from the shock-resistant watch G-Shock on the 20th. For the first time in G-Shock, it inherited the design of old recent model that combined analog and digital and made it full metal made of stainless steel for the exterior. The finishing method is used properly for each part and the texture of the metal is emphasized. Available in 2 colors, the price is 66,000 yen. Imahira, who faced the Masters for the 2nd year in a row, led the birdie at the 15th in start, but after that, the difficult golf continued, a bogey with 3 putts on the 17th. struggling on a steep green. Even in the third half of the second half, he hit the bogey and retreated, leaving 5 holes and was suspended at sunset. And that's all for today. See you tomorrow for another news update.